first event in Summer Scorcher is Femme Fatale Action. Introducing first, out of New Albany, Indiana, Taryn, Shay. And her partner out of Cleveland, Ohio, she is the OVW Femme Fatale Champion, Epiphany.
Tell you what, Dean Hill, I'm going to have to check with those two after the show and just see what they're doing tonight. I may have to keep them busy, if you know what I mean.
Femme Fatale Action kicking things off in Summer Scorcher. The year is 2009. The place is Davis Arena, 4400 Shepherdsville Road. And this night is going to be explosive. Let's get to the other side of this female tag team action. And their opponents out of Paoli, Indiana, C.J. Lane. And her partner out of Carbondale, Illinois, Jessica Cheyenne. Bill Clark, the referee, kicking things off for Summer Scorcher. Dean Hill alongside Kenny the Star Maker Bolin, as I mentioned a minute ago, and our lovely production assistant Solo, taking care of the
lovely. Holy Jesus.
Bill Clark calling for the bell, and it looks like Taryn Shay and Jessica Cheyenne starting for their respective teams. Collar and elbow lockout by the Femme Fatales here at Summer Scorcher, King.
Well, immediately right off the bat, Dean Hill, I'm disgusted. I'm taking a good look in the ring, and you got Taryn Shay and you got Epiphany, two classy-looking women, not a tattoo on their body. And then you take a look across the ring. There they stand, all tattooed up, gussied up, looking like they're ready to head to 7th Street or something. They just disgust me, Dean. I don't like women that mark up their bodies like that. How do you feel about it?
You'd rather mark it up for them, or?
Well, maybe we'll get into that a little later.
The tag comes in from Jessica Cheyenne on C.J. Lane.
Why mar perfections? What I'm saying. You don't see any tattoos on my beautiful body.
Well, here's one thing that I'd like to bring to your attention and discuss with you. This is something that's just come up here not too long ago. Taryn Shay. Taryn was making her way through the ranks out here. She was liked by a lot of the crowd. She was doing a good job. And then all of a sudden here a couple of weeks ago, she ends up being beaten up by Epiphany. And then who comes out to take her away but none other than Moose with 2 O's from Theta Lambda Psi.
He did.
Carries her out of the ring. Then all of a sudden here last week she shows up in Moose's corner. Now all of a sudden she's tagging up with Epiphany, the lady that beat the living snot out of her a few weeks ago.
And I've heard accusations being made to Moose is no better than that guy that just got recently kidnapping that 11-year-old girl, keeping her locked away for 18 years, and now the girl has trouble being angry at her captor. Well, that's much what I'm hearing about Taryn Shay here, that she was kidnapped by Moose, and she's kind of fallen in love with her captor, and now she's coming out to ringside with him and doing pretty much whatever he says to do.
Well, I mean, I have heard of that phenomenon.
Well, maybe no one was paying Taryn Shay any attention. Maybe she wasn't getting any manly attention, and then the Moose grabs her, takes her back to wherever it is he lives. Of being Moose, he might live in the woods for all we know. And the Moose is giving her some of the loving she hadn't been getting lately. I don't know. I'm just saying.
A little Moose love, huh? Epiphany right now with
the antlers into it.
And rakes the back, does Epiphany across the back of Jessica Cheyenne. Jessica come in, try to use the rope for momentum to take Epiphany down, but Epiphany is a larger woman than Jessica is.
Well, yeah.
Much stronger physically, and it didn't bode well for Jessica Cheyenne. Now Taryn Shay's back in. Taryn, the smaller of the two, and still much larger than Jessica Cheyenne. Jessica needs to use her speed and agility. She's not been able to yet.
Jessica Cheyenne, very lean, not necessarily built for a beatdown, so to say. But
which is what she's getting right now.
When you get Epiphany hot at you and start smacking you around, be it man, woman, or child, you're in deep doo-doo if you get her upset.
Melody.
Ask some of the men around here.
Well, ask Melody, the former Femme Fatale champion who Epiphany
well, I would, but she's nowhere to be seen.
Well, that's right. She's off on medical leave right now because of the violence that Epiphany.
Oh, it got ugly.
Well, yeah, the beatdown is just the easiest, most popular way of saying it nowadays, I guess.
About a polite way, as we can say it.
Of course, Melody has got Epiphany in her crosshairs, and when she gets herself back and released by the doctor, I know you'll have Melody back here looking to retain, get her Femme Fatale title
back. Let me
back.
put the word out there. I'm sure Melanie's laid up in a bed somewhere recovering from her wounds and her injuries. Melanie, if there's anything the old king can do to help nurse you back to health, you let me know. The king's always got a little love for you.
Taryn Shay tagging back in Epiphany, the powerhouse coming in. Jessica Cheyenne desperately reaching for CJ Lane. CJ screaming, I'm over here, partner, I'm over here. But
CJ and her newly acquired tattoo are just taking it easy over there in that corner. They haven't had to do a whole lot in this match. Jessica Cheyenne wishing she was somewhere in that western Cheyenne right now. She might be anywhere other than where Epiphany's at.
Jessica back up to her feet, but Epiphany by the hair and puts Jessica back on her back.
Dean, let me ask you a question. How would you like to get roughed up by Epiphany? I think I might.
I would just as soon stay on Epiphany's good side. Thank you very much.
Taking a fifth on that one, huh? Here we go.
Oh, Taryn Shay trying to pull. Oh, an opportunity for Jessica.
Oh,
makes
she got
the tag.
out of it. And here comes.
Ducks under the clothesline does CJ and brings one of her own on Taryn Shay.
She's amped up and ready to go.
CJ, a running elbow into the face of Taryn Shay. CJ is fired up right now. A boot into the gut.
I wonder what CJ stands for. You know what I'm thinking? Cowardly Jezebel.
Hooks the far leg. Epiphany comes in to break the hold.
We're going to find out what the Cowardly Jezebel's made of right now.
Jessica Cheyenne trying to get Epiphany off of CJ.
Yeah, that did a lot of good.
A double boot from the team of Jessica and CJ. Trying the double ride on Epiphany, and that's not going very well or at all.
If you're going to ride on Epiphany, you better be on for the short ride because you ain't going to be on long.
Oh, double rope for momentum served CJ and Jessica well. They did put Epiphany on her back. Ducks under the clothesline from Taryn Shay. A boot in the gut from CJ Lane. Short Irish whip.
And look out the bulldog. Oh, I thought it was going to be a bulldog.
Oh, my goodness.
Fooled me.
I don't know what she had planned, but that's what happened.
Well, she planned on ramming her skull into the ring. And
your winners, CJ Lane and Jessica Cheyenne.
You better back up, Stolo. They'll rough you up.
Jessica Cheyenne and CJ Lane take down Taryn Shay and Epiphany. And the people that had money on that in Las Vegas just lost their life savings.
Do you have a dream of entering the squared circle? Do you think you have what it takes to make a career in the professional wrestling industry? If so, then OVW is the place for you.